Hi guys, Steady Eddie here. Hope all's well with everyone, and I hope the cold winter is not too severe where you are. So, a little video here just to talk about a question that often comes up regarding Thailand. The question is, what is the best month of the year to visit Thailand? Well, I suppose this question really relates to weather, doesn't it? I mean, if you're coming to escape the cold and rain and snow, then you want to come to a place with glorious sunshine, hot weather, and preferably no risk of rain. But it's not just about the weather. You want to know what months are really busy, when everything is operating as it should be, that sort of thing. So, let's start right at the beginning, January. Is January a good month to visit Thailand? You bet it is. It's the perfect month. January is peak season, but the prices for flights have dropped a little after the Christmas rush. January is terrific weather. Let's just say that there is no such thing as guaranteed when it comes to weather, but January in Thailand is as close as you're likely to get. Glorious sunshine, whether you are visiting islands or cities. And what makes January so great is that it's the complete opposite of what you would probably get back home. From the cold, wet, miserable Western world to this Southeast Asian tropical paradise, who could resist January in Thailand? February. Well, I always think February is the most underrated month in Thailand. February is the last month of the peak season, and it's when Westerners are heading home from their winter vacation and hoping to get a decent summer back in their own country. But here in Thailand, February is a glorious month. Not too busy, in fact, just perfect. And the weather is so reliable, you're unlikely to get rain in this month. So, January and February are perfect months to visit Thailand. March is when a quieter phase begins in Thailand, but it's still a good month weather-wise. You may just see the start of the rainy season. In March you may start noticing less tourists around, but also you may notice that some hotels offer cheaper rates in this month. Weather-wise, March is still a very, very good month. April. Well, this is usually the month that Songkran takes place. Songkran is the major festival in the Thai calendar. It's basically the Thai New Year, and it's a water festival. It's celebrated by people throwing water over each other and other celebrations. It's a religious festival, so be respectful of everything, because if you're not, they'll throw a bucket of cold water over you. May. Now, this is where things get ugly. Let's remind ourselves that there's no such thing as guaranteed weather anywhere. So, once the rainy season arrives, the word is not guaranteed, it is luck. Well, I once went to Thailand in the month of May, and I was very, very unlucky. It rained almost all the time. I remember going to Koh Chang and planning a hiking trip, but they cancelled it because of heavy rain. But then you may get lucky, and you may find things a bit cheaper in May. Up to you. So with June, July and August, while the Western world is in summer, this is the rainy season in Thailand. Like I said, you may get lucky, and if you're prepared to chance a holiday here during those months, you may get dry weather or maybe not. It's all down to luck. But a few other things to note here. Because these months are low season, you may get hotels and stuff a bit cheaper, but flights can still be a bit pricey due to school holidays. You have to use your own judgment on that one. Another thing that's worth pointing out is that if you're heading to the Thai Islands in the low season months, the hit and miss weather is not the only drawback. You may find a lot of the activities, businesses, restaurants and bars are closed during these low season months. Not many tourists means not worth them staying open. So it may be pretty grim on these islands. And remember, if you were on an island when the weather is bad, there's not a lot else you can do. At least in a big city like Bangkok, there is always something to do. September and October. These are the months when you think the rainy season is coming to an end. But no, these really can be quite severe months for rainfall in Thailand. And when it rains in this country, it really can pour down. And by the way, don't believe that old myth that in Thailand during the rainy season, it only rains for an hour a day and then goes back to being gloriously sunny again. Ha! I've been in Thailand and it's rained every day for weeks. Just my opinion. That reminds me, some years ago I knew a guy who booked a luxury holiday in Cambodia, which has a similar climate to Thailand. He was so excited, he was travelling by train through Cambodia, staying in 5-star hotels. Sounded great. Cost him a lot of money, but he could afford it. And then I asked him what month he was going. He said September. Well, I don't like to be perceived as a know-all, but I did mention that September is not a good month weather-wise. In fact, you can pay for 5-star luxury, but you can't guarantee 5-star weather. September and October can be fairly ruthless when the rain comes. He later rebooked his holiday for another time of year. November. So by now you may have realised that Thailand is not always gloriously sunny. Remember, on those travel brochures, they always show pictures of beaches and palm trees and a gloriously sunny climate. They don't show grim, rainy days on the brochures. So how is November? This is the month when the peak season is said to begin. But it's a bit of a slow month, kind of like the calm before the storm. And if you think you're out of the woods regarding iffy weather, think again. November can still have some heavy rainfall if you're unlucky. December. And finally the peak of the peak of the peak. Remember, most people have to take their holidays according to their working patterns, and Christmas time is the busiest month in Thailand. The weather has now got so much better, and well, it's Christmas month, so everyone's in a good mood. It's also a very expensive month. Flights to Thailand rocket up in price, hotels are going to be a bit more expensive. This is the peak season month, so the Thais have to grab the tourists while they are there and make as much money as they can. Can't blame them. So there you are, a quick run through the seasons. So, for all the months we have discussed, you may be wondering, if you had just 1 month to spend in a land of smiles, which would be the best one? Well, my own choice would be either January or February. Great weather, the Christmas mayhem is over, and of course, in complete contrast to the depressing winter back home, January and February just perfect for a visit to Thailand. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I hope it's been helpful in some way. Thanks for watching, have a great day, a great evening at whatever you're doing, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.